morning, everybody. Welcome to the 420 Monster Channel show, and today it's Cannabis Bliss. Yeah, Cannabis Bliss. I just found out another friend of mine wasn't going up this morning, so our time ain't gonna overlap, so here I am. Usually I go on a little earlier, a little later. And, we do have a regular time for Sundays, and I'm thinking in right around 10 or 11. But either way, it's going to be Sunday every Sunday, 10 or 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. You're going to see me up and running. So, just a note for your calendars. Alrighty, I already got a buffering notice, so yeah, but we'll see what happens. Cheers. This is a strain called Sticky Icky, and oh my word, is it good. I've got a high tolerance for weed, and like I take 2, 3, 4 tokes or whatever, and I'm like good with it, you know, where I'm used to having to smoke like 1 or 2 joints, you know, or 2 or 3 bowls, whatever. I need a new bong. Oh, missing my bong. But you get when you dab bowl and heat up with a torch for a dab. Keep getting these buff warnings. I hope it ain't too bad. If it is, I'll go outside or something. Could move it right over there though. Looks like I may have to. We'll see. Somebody pops in, lets me know just how good or bad it is. We'll go with it from there. But yes, so such sporadic times of the shows here, the live stream. Yeah, like I said, well, channel guarantees are the video every week. One regular video every week. I just got a buffer notice, so I want to make sure you can hear when I say this. And now I can guarantee one live stream every week at Sunday at 10 or 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. But that's yet to be determined. 10 or 11. Probably 11. I don't know. It's on a Sunday, so I might be fine with 10. And I just isn't, you know, a lot of friends and other channels are on other places, you know what I'm saying, and I don't want to overlap them. Not only that, I want to see them videos too, so, yeah. But today, we got a P here with the guest, and he's busy, he's getting ready, putting his, well, he's cleaning something. I was going to say he's getting, oh boy. I'm going to have to move this. Move it over here. We'll move it over here. That should clear it right up. It's have to stand for an hour, but I'm good with that. Not. Huh. I got a tweeter thing still up there. I wonder if I'm streaming the tweeter at the same time. I don't know. That's another thing, folks. I got a new Twitch channel, too. So, all you fans of Twitch are going to be seeing the old 420 Monster on Twitch. Expanding my horizons here a little bit. But I'm going to need some help with that, getting used to Twitch and stuff. But I got suggested to give it a try. For one, it actually pays. And 2, it's a lot of my viewers and so forth really like it. So, yeah. Twitch live streaming coming up. And hopefully gaming over there too. It's basically, well, it started off, that's why I never went over there and started. It was just a place to stream gaming, you know, game streaming. But it's evolved into more. Thanks to people like Andy Milanakis and stuff like that, putting out some kick-ass live streams and them getting, you know, more view time and stuff, and everybody liking them. Twitch is, yeah, they're doing live stream, blog type live streams, which is right up my alley, folks. So, and they don't have a problem with the weed content either, so we're good. But you can look me up on there. I can post the link afterwards, but it's called 420 Monster. But instead of having the numbers 420, it's 3 words, 420 Monster. Not Dean, just 420 Monster. FOURTWENTY Monster, MONSTER, of course. But yeah. So if you go over there and follow or subscribe, whatever they call it. Excuse me. I'll be sure to, you know, start doing some stuff over there. Let's see. I've been running this for like 5 minutes now. Not one person stopped in. I might just drop her out. Throw my towel in the ring here in this one. We got a few more minutes though. Cheers. I might leave it up just in case though for all the channel notifications and updates and so forth. They're on there. Like I said, every Sunday we're gonna have a live stream show right here on the 420 Monster Dean channel at either 10 or 11 Eastern Standard Time. More than likely, I would say more than likely 11. But could be 10. I'd prefer 10 if it doesn't have a problem with, you know, interacting with other channels I watch and so forth, and other channels my viewers specifically like to watch, so they don't have to choose. Then, yeah, it'll be 10. But if not, then we'll go to 11. I gotta grab a cigarette. OPP's already taken my chair, ain't you, buddy? I'm over here, folks, in case somebody's popped in. Oh, we got 2 viewers. Hey, Thorn, how you doing, buddy? How was Thorn today? Thanks for stopping in. Not much. How you doing? Just going to move this around a little bit. I'm in a 1-bedroom RV, and being like a trailer, tin can, you know what I'm saying? Throwing the reception. If I sit in one spot, I'll lose it. And yeah, so I run my whole internet off my Verizon internet connection data, so to find a good spot, the signal was up. Thanks for saying, bud. Appreciate it. Some people, some updates on what's going on. Like I'm gonna have a regular show every Sunday morning at either 10 or 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I got a Twitch channel now too that I'm trying to get running and off its feet. I don't know how much vlogging you're into, or live stream vlogging, but you might want to check into Twitch yourself, especially if you do any gaming. It's really good. Cool. But yeah, gaming, it's a really good place, I guess. Nah, they actually pay us too, Thorn. Oh, Dakota. You're at the doctor's and you stopped in and said hi to me? Well, that's awesome, buddy. Man, I got good viewers. Thank you, Dakota. I hope you feel better, or there ain't nothing major. That's really nice of you. Showing you love like that when you're out doing business and stuff. I appreciate that. Wholeheartedly. But yeah, it's a beautiful day in Maine, I'll tell you this morning. Yeah, you're out on the island right off the coast here, Thorn. It must be nice there today too, huh? In the Scotias. I love going there as a kid. Even when it was in the winter, I loved going there. My mother would take the winter cruises on the Scotia Prince, and they were cheaper because obviously they were in off-spring, off-peak hours, you know what I'm saying? And we'd go, I remember being like, but didn't we have fun? We only had like hours we could like shop around on the island, so I don't remember a lot of it. Went to a few restaurants. It was frozen. A lot of times we didn't even leave shit. Oh, that's okay. Yeah, that's typical for us. But I got you. Thanks for the heads up. That way I know your answer late, what it's about. Good heads up. Man, I was watching a bigger show. To be specific, it's a good one too. The Tommy Sotomayor live streams. He's pretty hard. I'll explain in a second. Let me grab my coffee. Like, I thought I was pretty hardcore, but like, he has moderators on there. And the other night I was watching a show, the Tommy Sotomayor live streams, and now they're good, really good. Black gentleman who, trust me, he's not biased to any race, skin, or whatever, but he has people in his comments. It's a big stream, you know what I mean? It's going like that. So we had people like literally saying, "Oh, I'm buffering," you know what I mean, in the comments, and he was stopping his stream evidently in the past and trying to fix the issue and come back up. Well, now he has a way, you know what I mean? He checks it. You see if he's running, you know what I'm saying? If his sound good, you know what I mean? He can just look up. He's got a monitor and tells if he's running. He is when they say that. He boom right out. It's funny. He was doing that the other night. I couldn't believe how many people were saying that. They think, you know, they go on, and they're the ones that got a problem. They're buffering. And they go, "Oh, you're buffering," and then you stop. You know what I'm saying? And it ain't you, it's them. You know, so people aren't positive when they say that shit, so they shouldn't say it. So I understand there's a frustration, but then they start doing it on purpose. Hey, morning, Vinny. Yeah, I evidently Granny isn't feeling the best this morning. I just talked to her while I gave her, well, a quick text. I didn't want to, you know, run at the same time as her or Crims. And I didn't want to miss their show either, to be more specific. But yeah. So evidently she isn't up to par this morning. So she said, "Be my guest. Go right ahead. Have at it." So here I am. Glad you guys stopped in. I was just getting ready to shut it down. Been unannounced show, you know what I mean? I was running like 10 minutes. Wasn't nobody popping on, so I was just gonna head out. But glad you guys did. Ah, Brother Matthew's here. Awesome. Welcome, Matthew. Yes, always a blessing when we see you, Matt, obviously. The 420 Monster Channel chaplain right there, folks. Brother Matthew Shuver of the Tat Dog Lord Kingdom Ministries. Right there. That's my 420 pastor. I say he's the official chaplain of the 420 Monster Channel if he wants to be. I know my viewers would like that. He wants to do I'm thinking Sundays will be the day. It's going to be, I'll get in touch with you obviously, Matt, and we'll talk more about it, but I'm going to be having an annual Sunday show at either 10 or 11 Eastern Standard Time. And if you want to do your prayer line then, I'll send you the link when it's good to come on. You can come on and do your prayer requests that the people have. And yeah. Isn't it, Vinny? I've been to Nova Scotia. Believe it or not, if you look at the map, Vinny, and you look in Nova Scotia, where I am is Portland, Maine. Well, I'm in J Maine now in Central Maine, but I grew up in Portland, and we used to take there was a cruise ship that used to go over there every weekend, especially during the summer. And in the winter sometimes, years ago, yeah, the Scotia Prince. Now it's the Prince of Fundy. No, it was the Prince of Fundy. Now it's the Scotia Prince. Now they got several others, but yeah. I'm doing good today, Dakota. Boy, you're right. Especially during, like, summer months. Oh, war. Nova Scotia is gorgeous. You are the unofficial pastor of the WeedTube community. I like that. Well, I can only speak for me, so I didn't know what the other channels had said, but that's awesome to hear. You should be. What's cool about it, you know what I mean? Prayer's a good thing, whether people are praying for good vibes, even if they're, even my people on here that are atheists, you know what I'm saying, could, even at a prayer request, could want like good vibes or, you know what I'm saying? Good karma, you know? Anything. Everybody believes in something. And a spiritual person such as him, I think, could be helpful to all race, creeds, and beliefs. Exactly, exactly. Well, you mentioned that one time, Matt. You do spread the truth all over. But you mentioned one time that you'd like to contribute a prayer request, and I'd send you the link. You'd come on, and people could tell you their prayer requests for their family members or whatever they had. And yeah, I just think it'd be a good little service off, a service for the channel to provide. I really do. Especially being what I'm going to do on a Sunday morning. A lot of people come on with concerns and stuff, and everybody's, somebody's sick or whatever, or break up. Everybody, yeah. Thank you. I am doing good, Dakota. Not bad at all. Right. That's right. He does. See, I was born up and raised up in a very, faithful family. But, you know, not everybody I know has or is. Thank you, Vinny. I love your channel, by the way, Vinny. I've been meaning to go over there more. I enjoy myself anytime I go over there, too. I love seeing the Australian, anything, you guys. I always said that if I got to visit another country, I'd like to go to Australia. Or especially if I moved to another country, I'd go to Australia for sure. It's English speaking, for one. I like the people's attitude over there, everybody I met so far. And, even the government as a whole seems to stay out of the rest of the world's shit. Whereas America, we seem to dive right into it. We get ankle deep by going head first and shit. You know what I'm saying? Everybody comes to us when they, want one of their presidents overthrown, or help with their military, or help, overthrowing a radical fucking government or something. Good morning, Crimson. Yeah, so I always liked the idea of Australia. I really did. I would have a ball. I know. Plus, I watch all the old Mad Max stuff, you know what I'm saying? And I tell you, I like the lifestyle over there. I'd like to experience it. Now, can you go wrong with the place AC/DC was created? You just can't. Yes, his drone footage is unbelievable, isn't it, Matthew? I know, Crimson is great. Yeah, I don't know if you got my, I just sent you a little thing over on Hangouts. I sent you a text, Crimson. It seems to be the quickest way me and Granny stay in touch, like lickety split. Like emails or whatever. I might not find for days. Right, we tend to not give a fuck about much. Yeah, it's good. That's what I like about it. But, oh, I know, North Korea, Brendan, huh? I'm just looking at your icon real good, making sure that's you, buddy, because we've had a few people from the drunk channel fucking use your ID. So I check now. But, yeah, fucking... I was just sent you a text. Anyway, anytime you guys, wanted me to come on and help you out in the morning, I would, and put on a clean shirt and go do the morning show with Crimson and Granny, I like Brendan. Nice day out there in New England, guys, huh? What? Well, we got one in Nova Scotia and another friend of mine here in New England, but I'm in Maine, as you guys. I consider Nova Scotia close enough to be New England. I'm probably closer to Nova Scotia than Massachusetts. It's just water in between. Yeah, exactly. Well, Granny had mentioned it too, so I was just figured I'd throw it out there. I suppose we got to run it by TDM. At least that way this should go on if you guys want to, I just know she mentioned she weren't feeling good today. Good. And the last song, right? Awesome, buddy. Awesome. I have seen your face in old ones when you were jamming. I think it was outside. It looked like you were playing outside of a barn one time, Brendan. I was still living in Anson. I think, when I checked that out. It was quite a while ago. Boring at the door? Well, I'm glad you found something new then. Good, Dakota. Hope curious that you're there for, buddy. Send some good looking vibes your way, you know. Oh, I got something in my eye here. Hold on, folks. Of all times, huh? What we got, Krems? Ah. Figures. Ah, damn it. Stopped as it must have been as of last night then, huh? For fuck's sake. Well, Granny said she wasn't feeling well. She doesn't want us to elaborate on it anymore, Krems. You know what I mean? You can tell me in the down low, but it sucks. Oh yeah, me too, already. I don't see how they'd have anything legitimate though. I really don't. Oh, I know. I bet I know what they're flat. It don't matter if it's legit until they'll put a. Well, you'd think they wouldn't put a strike on something until they investigated it. Maybe they're putting the strikes on and then investigating it after. I don't fucking know. Awesome, Matt. I'm glad you did that. Google Plus, yes, that's a good way to. Yeah. Hey, Crimson, are you good with like, I've been trying to assign managers to my account, you know what I mean? Like we have at the HNIC, so I can do the same thing and people can upload to my channel and so forth, or somebody else could start a live stream for me and I could take it over from my phone. Good. He knows what to do. He knows exactly what to do. If it's bogus, it won't stick. And it's gotta be bogus. So I ain't worried about it. Just sucks in the meantime. But do you know how to like where you got to assign your Google Plus page over to your YouTube page, Crimson, to be able to assign channel managers? I've established an account over at Google Plus and stuff. I just can't. It says, I don't know. If you look at the how-to videos at the end and merge the two, it says you got to delete one channel, and I'm afraid to hit that delete button for any reason. Yeah, right. Okay, well, awesome. Well, that's what I'm saying. Do you know how to do the ending of it to turn it not to just be a manager? Of course, I was going to ask you to do that if you were down, but how to set it up at the end? I know I had to create a business page. It said to have and then associate my YouTube channel with a brand. And I've done that, but I just haven't been able to mend the two together because it said you got to delete your channel and put it over to the other one, and hitting that delete button scares me. So that's what I'm having trouble doing. I don't, I want to have somebody do it obviously right so I don't lose the channel. I wouldn't care about a new channel, but this one. Okay, yeah, maybe you can catch the end of it. Bill, I got everything done, but the last little part where you got to switch it over, that's where it's getting me. It's scaring me. Of course, I could have asked TDM too, but he's just so damn busy. I hate to ask him to do things, I try my hardest to figure it out on my own because it's to my own benefit if I do, but exactly, when it says delete, it's scary, Vinny. Exactly, it does. It says you got to hit delete, and I'm like, oh, fuck, I can't. If you watch the videos, the how-to videos on how to assign managers to your YouTube account, yeah, it's scary. Shit, I'm gonna have to get my sunglasses out here, guys. It's like beautiful. If I opened that right there behind me, it'd really, guys. Well, give you an idea. All right, good. You can see out that window. Give you a little hit of Maine here. See how beautiful it is out there? Let's see what we got on here. Oh yeah. Beautiful, beautiful day out. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm right in the mic. Probably sounded like 10,420,000 creatures coming ahead. I apologize. Yeah, I wanted to give you a well, then if that's what they are, they ain't worth worrying about anyway, Matt. And you're going to just the fact that you're going to get haters, especially with a faith-based channel. Anybody that's not of your faith or not of God, is going to hate it. So that sucks, but just good, Brendan, good. Truth. But yeah, unfortunately, but you're a very wise guy. You know not to put any credence into it. You know what I mean? Just keep shining your light, buddy. You are needed and appreciated. It is nice here. Very nice here. Like, even in the winter, there's a lot to do. If you like winter activities. I'm just getting old, and I have a lot of pain issues from the cold weather. Being hemophiliac, I bled into my joints my whole life, and they get terribly painful in the winter. Well, it's funny that can't stop me. God is me. Yeah, that's right. Oh yeah. Hell damn right he has you protected. Not too bad, that there's ways, well, you know what to do. I was just thinking, this bully beatdown show, we can expose some of these bullies. They're being that way, Matt. I'm going to get my weed now. I had everything over here, and the signal's better over there, so. I had to move pretty quick. Amen to that, he says. I'm so desensitized, Vinny says. I said, us Aussies don't give a fuck about anything, but I assure you, we can't stand bullying bullshit. Oh, I know what you meant by it. Yeah, same here. I know what context you meant it in, but it is good to clarify, Vinny, in case somebody else didn't. You know what I mean? I'd get that. There we go. But I'm pretty desensitized myself too, You gotta be. I'm 52. I've seen about every evil thing there is to see. And if I ain't seen it, I've heard of it. I know somebody that does, unfortunately. And you gotta desensitize yourself to it too much, or somebody, I don't know, you'd go bonkers, if you were overly concerned about everything that you can't, Well, what's the old saying? With the perfect saying for it, too, with the recovery prayer. I agree with it, too. I'm just getting my scissors. But, yeah, realize, the knowledge to accept the things you cannot change and the courage to change the things you can. Yeah. Oh, did you guys already go through it? Oh, you're keeping... Yeah, I'm sorry. I missed the chat. Thank you for doing that, Matt. Yeah. Weedy. People with different faiths or no faith, it can never hurt to have a prayer. It's never going to be a negative thing. Nothing can come wrong, We don't care if you devil worshippers, because the devil couldn't stop us from praying for you anyway, so how can you? But you're on this devil's an unfair prick anyway, so maybe that'd be a good life lesson for somebody. Them are just my beliefs. Everybody's welcome and entitled to their own, of course, but I appreciate it, man. Even before I was very faithful guy when I was younger. I swear to God, my grandmother used to pray every day. Really, she was a Pentecostal lady, you know what I'm saying? Really into it. And, like, talking in tongues and passing out in the Spirit, the whole, works things that the Pentecostals do. But she used to worry about me so much. She'd pray all the time because I was a party monster, I almost said. I was, though. And, like, I could literally sense her prayers. I could sense her prayers. And it was always a good feeling, you know what I'm saying? It always kind of drew me to kind of keep in check or to get my shit straight or whatever. So yeah, I believe in the positive, the effect. Prayer. Even if they weren't, just the power of people getting together with positive vibes and a positive attitude is going to have an effect. That's awesome, Brendan. See? Because you can make a statement, Vinny. Make any statement you want, buddy. I trust you wholeheartedly, Vin. Prayer is God's power. One doesn't have to believe to be affected. That's right. That's right. Exactly. Exactly. Well, there we go. Hi, perfect player. Cheers. I was just getting ready to light up. Now I got a good reason to, buddy. All right. Been a while since I heard from you. Awful good to hear from you. Another New Englander right there. Oh, perfect player. Perfect player. I'm still calling you player, for Christ's sakes. I remembered, though, dude. I remembered. Sure. That I can't do it while I'm on air. That's probably why I keep forgetting. But, yeah, we do that here, Truth. Hell yeah. I usually don't mention it because it's usually such a small group of us. You know what I'm saying? It's all regulars usually. But, yeah, as I grow, of course, absolutely. I want to write that down, though. Let me cheers up here. I got to write your channel name down so I can remember, though. I think I'm already subscribed, though, but I just can't check while I'm live. I'm using an app that if I touch something, I'm afraid it'll screw it up. I can't, go over to my YouTube page, you know what I'm saying? I'm not on YouTube. I'm using CameraFi app, and it just seems to post to YouTube for me. Hey, good luck to the doctors, Dakota. Thank you for coming in, buddy. Dakota Baker. Viewer extraordinaire. Give him extra strength, whatever the boy needs. Cheers. There's some beautiful plants growing, some plush berry white widow. All right. Titan's breath and peanut butter cookies. Wow. That's some sticky smoking there, and is it? Woo, it is fire. I was saying earlier, I got a high tolerance to weed, and that stuff right there, 2 or 3 tokes, and I'm like, all set. No man's land. Olay! Olay! Yeah. No man's awesome. I think that's are you an Aussie station too, No Man's? I know you. Seems like I remember you being a foreign. One of my other channels that I like that are ways away from other countries and Dutch. Vinny! You're 52, Vinny? I am too. I've learned I have learned this. When evil is encountered in life, all a God-fearing person and a non-God-fearing person can do is watch the unstoppable destruction happen. Ain't that a fact? All a God-fearing person or a non-God-fearing person can do is watch the unstoppable destruction happen. That's true. And pray, of course, but yeah. Alan, pray this dead by there's a second. Pray to see it coming the next time. Yeah. That's even better. But yes. Wow. You're so right too, Vinny. I tell you what, though, even at 52, I never stopped learning, Vinny. I just learned something from you. You know what I mean? Old dogs can learn new tricks. Vinny, yeah, that was deep. Right, though. We were just kind of onto that subject, you know what I mean? Because, like, I'm going to be offering people, you know what I mean? On Sundays, I'm going to be having a regular show every Sunday now at either 10 or 11 a.m. Well, I don't know if Crims is still here. If he is, he can answer what time. If they don't go on weekends, or none of you guys are, then that's all a good time to you. You know what I mean? What's time? Good, better time for you on Sundays, 10 or 11, Matt. But then I want to offer my viewers for Matt to come on for a few minutes, and they can he can take their prayer requests, write them down, and yeah. Maybe if there was something that he prayed for a person the next week and something great happened because of it, then they can tell him about that too. You know what I mean? Yeah, I want to make that part of the show. Viewers request, prayer request. With our attack dog of the Lord, Matthew Yeshua. Yes, sir. The 420 pastor. It's love that comes after a storm during the cleanup. Very true, Matt. Very true. Jeez, I love learning from you guys. I do. What occurs? What'd you write? Can I kind or disagree? Yeah. Without offending you too much, hopefully. I'm sure you can. If he don't mind. Sorry, I'm trying to read that. I'm a survivor of several NDEs and from unaccounted for, and I think there is a possibility for intervention when evil occurs. Well, I'm sure he does too. Oh, yeah. I don't think he said anything contradicting that, Brendan, but anytime like two people, disagree, that's fine. Nobody's going to be offended. Disagreeing is healthy. See, exactly, Vinny, exactly. Yeah, it's, the bullying of the, outright insults. I mean, the insults unnecessary that I'd get pissed about, personally, being my channel. That's, other than that, two people got something they want to ask each other. And you, like, such as you just did, asking them if it's okay. I mean, what more? Fucking kudos, Brendan. That was awesome. Yes, people, remember that? Will you write that down for me too, Vinny, or No Man's, or somebody, the Truth Jr.? Because I want to remember to sub to him in case I ain't. And I'll forget the name. I ain't got nothing to write it down. Even though it's not a hard one to remember, I forget. I get asked this a lot, so. And I think he's come in a couple times, so I don't want to forget him. Let me see. Hey, I actually see a marker. Hold on, I can write it down. Exactly. Well, evil is evil. You know what I'm saying? I think everybody relates to evil, which is how I find it kind of funny too, because, like, hold on, I got a piece of paper now. Truth. Because, like, everybody believes in evil, even, like, people that are atheists believe in evil. Truth Jr., okay. I want to make sure I had that right. But yeah, you ever notice that? Even atheists will believe in evil, but how can you have evil without good? How can you have dark without light? See what I'm saying? So how can an atheist believe there's evil and not believe there's a good? That's just me, but that'd be the question I had for somebody that was an atheist, personally. And I know I got some good friends that are. Matter of fact, I think TDM and Granny Monster are two of the best, most empathetic people I know on earth. Very good people, but no, I can't wait. TDM's actually a pastor. Granny Monster might be. Don't quote me on that, obviously. I'm not positive. That's right. God trumps evil every time. Why are we talking about evil? No man's? Oh, it just kind of got brought up in subject. We were talking about, just kind of got brought up with faith and religion. I don't know how the subject came around. Oh, I think when I was announcing I'm going to do a prayer request. Let the viewers have a prayer request on my Sunday morning show. But if they have any, we'll have somebody there to accept them. That's all. If there ain't any, then obviously we ain't going to need a prayer request line, that day anyway. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Do you? Good. Good. I'm not either, I'm not either. I'm not ashamed to say I got questions in faith either, you know what I'm saying? That's right. That's right. That's right. You got to have contrast truth. I agree. If it weren't for the bad things, the good things wouldn't feel so good, he says. Very fucking, excuse me, but no, that was very good. I like that. You believe you are a warrior of Christ? I believe you're a warrior of Christ too, bro. Oh, lay to that, buddy. I'm feeling to see if my phone's like getting wicked hot. Is my picture getting all blurry, guys? Because my phone overheats, and that's what happens. I got my CPU on this phone overheats and goes crazy. I gotta unplug it for a while though. Usually, my battery started giving running out when I was running live, so I plugged the charger in. It heats the CPU and through the pickup, the video up, I should say. All I know is when the work stops, I'm gonna try and get off. That's it. Yeah. Put one foot down, Vinny. Try to put, slow it down. Don't just... Oh, if it stops, I guess you'd be good anyway. What am I thinking? Yeah, put your foot down. Maybe you can get it to slow down. Of course, Brendan. I bet it... Well, experience or perception. I think perception of hell varies. I would think... I don't know. I would think their hell would vary too, depending on what they have coming, Repeating dreams, seeing myself. And the only way out of the trip was my own sense of rhyme and the alphabet. Wow. Right, another torment is a sliding scale, Matt says. Okay. Very interesting. Very interesting. Yeah, like when I was speaking, I was just speaking of what, my personal beliefs, not a fact. When I speak a fact, I'll tell you it's a fact. And I don't say it's a fact unless I know it to be a fact. Quick little tidbit, I probably screwed myself here. I tell all my friends this too. I said, don't gamble with me, because if I'm gambling on something like say, I was saying, you wanted to bet $50 on who a song was by, and I said I knew. Don't gamble with me, because I ain't going to say I know without, and I mean knowing. I mean fucking knowing. You know what I mean? I had so many people think they were right or whatever, you know what I mean? And if they were, or I didn't know, of course I ain't going to gamble on it. But if I gamble on it, you can believe me. I'm right. It's because I fact-checked it, But yeah. But I have a lot, I was just saying, what I'm saying, I got my ideas on things, but that don't necessarily mean they're true or fact. I used to do Sweet Lodge, prayed for my ex to come back. Oh, she's back, but not the same. Aw. I don't know what Sweet Lodge is, but it's not the same. Well, hopefully things get better with that, no man's. I'd like to get back with my ex too, and I wouldn't want it to be the same as it was. Well, the good parts I would, but the bad, of course, I wouldn't. I miss my family terrible. I got a 9-year-old son. Drop dead gorgeous mother. His mother is beautiful. So ain't my stepdaughter. She's 16. Miss him terribly. My son's name's Dalton, by the way. God, I miss that boy. But October, long story short, without some of it, October, have weekend visits with them again. They've been courted anyway, but I got that established anyhow. It feels that way sometimes, don't it? Boy, I can relate. No, mans, I swear to God, I've been that deep in love. With this woman I'm talking about. Get torn up, ripped up, and fucking thrown in jail once but twice with false accusations. Wow, look at that change. I'm noticing like the background going dark to light like really quick. That was weird. Being at live TV, I mean, future things with it, I'd rather not elaborate too much on it, but I'll just put it this way. I was accused of felonies that I either got found innocent of, she'd, sober up and friggin' go back about a week later and admit she lied or whatever. Either way, it was proven twice, not once, but twice, that it was all, falsified and made up. And they don't do nothing. It's actually a misdemeanor to file a police report. A false police report is a misdemeanor. And they can accuse you in that false police report of something that could put you in prison for a long, long time. Class C felonies, they can accuse you of anything, you know what I'm saying? But it's only a misdemeanor to lie in it. That alone. You can even say it on live, you know what I'm saying? I don't want anybody else to pull it just because they ain't going to get much trouble for it, but it's true. Yes, yeah. You guys, I love your auras and your vibe, man. You kidding me? And it's real refreshing to see somebody, Matt, and you guys that know mans that smoke, and that's Christian and isn't, like against it or saying you shouldn't do it or I'll pray for you for help for that. Or that's what I get all the time with weed. But yeah. Pretty fried right now, actually. But it is refreshing to see some Christian guys that, well, if you're Christian, whatever. I noticed you incorporated a little Jewish or something into your ministries, man. I wasn't sure I meant to ask you about, but, it's just refreshing to, see people that smoke of faith that don't preach against it and that realize that it's a good thing, You're one of the first. What's that, Matt? I mean, Brendan, I wanted to say something about Maine laws, but I can't. I think I'd rather just to help keep things on a positive note. Yeah, right. Homegrown's a lot different than it used to be. It's God play. Right, exactly. Yeah, you do. It's refreshing to see. Because like I said, everybody that I grew up in a big faith-based family on both sides. And one was Catholic and the other was Pentecostal on my mother's side. And my mother's brother's got a Pentecostal church, has for years in Brunswick, Maine. Pastor Don McGuire. I mean, he's a great man of the Lord. But he knows I smoke weed. He'll say, well, I'll pray for help for you for that. That's, you know what I mean? He means nothing but well by it, but they don't think of it as a good thing. They think of it as like a drug that we got a problem with. And it's like, I don't know. Hopefully discrimination against cannabis is turning around, though. We've come a long, long ways. I didn't think I'd ever see this much of a legalization, even for medicinal purposes in my own time. When I was like 13, 14, starting to smoke when I was in school, I used to dream about it being legal. Now you can actually go out. Newports, the cigarettes Newports actually has, Newport Greens. Full-blooded Episcopalian. Yeah, I've heard of Episcopalian. I don't know much about it. As far as like the faith, beliefs or whatever. But yeah, homegrown, you were saying that. Jesus Christ, Brandon, that. When I was homegrown, years back, man, they didn't even know enough here in Maine to let the plant bud. It started getting big and they'd fucking cut it down and just fucking harvest the leaves. And that's why, when I was growing up, you didn't want homegrown at all. Now it's the thing to get. Matter of fact, you didn't even want green because green meant homegrown. Everything that was coming in that was good was Colombian and Mexican, which was all brown. Very mediocre, but then that was the best you could get. It was import, and it was never really fresh. It was tore us up because that's all I think. But now it's every now and then we get something that tasted like this. Yeah, no, yeah, it's funny. I am too at times. I'm ashamed to be associated with the human race many times. There's some atrocities I see men do. Not just women, or I mean, in the game. Hell yeah. I'll agree with that and say it publicly. Who wouldn't be? We can't say we're proud of all the actions man's done. We can't be. Look at this shit we done. Man in whole, you know? Not saying your country, like, just me in general, like he's saying. A lot of evil influence shit. No kidding. So, okay, there are Jewish references in your channel. I was wondering that, which is what a lot of people don't realize is, and it says so right in the King is Jesus is a Jew. You know what I mean? My uncle's a Pentecostal preacher, and he even taught me that. You know what I'm saying? You don't knock God's anointed, no matter who they are, what faith they got. It's God's anointed. That's how I was raised, anyway. That's awesome. And straight up. All right. Going close for now. Had a good little visit here. I like this. You know, that's the question, isn't it, Vinny? Did we go to the moon? They say now that they could have faked it. And of course they could have. I think we have now, but I don't know if, like, when America said we did back in the 50s or whatever for the first time, whatever it was, I forget the exact date, but I don't know if that was, like, authentic now or not. I know we've gone there since, so I'd be willing, well, I don't know for a fact, so I guess I wouldn't be willing to bet, huh? See? Can't land on a light? Well, if it's a light, you're right. They got proof it's a light now? That's interesting. You guys are piquing my curiosity here. That's just like I just found a special. Do you guys know that, speaking of which, that friggin' Charles Manson just released an album? For real. Nazis visited the moon. They have a special base. And as far as Americans, we just made propaganda about being cool. Oh, yeah. To be cool. I know what you're saying. The Van Allen belts. Okay. The Van Allen belts. But, yeah, Charles Manson just released an album. And, Van Allen belt. Okay, yeah. I will, too. I'm always interested in that shit, any. But, right, yeah, I was wondering if it was propaganda, too, Brandon. There's a lot of talk that it could have been, which would make sense for them to do. How could anybody prove against it? We were the most, you know, we were the biggest at the time. 2 lights, one for the day and one lighter for the night. Oh, Genesis. Okay. Okay. Well, I'd believe that version more. Yeah, I would too. Just to be cool. Yeah, this is documented in some books from ex-government officials. Right, right. Oh, I know. You're speaking of, you know, you wouldn't just, you'd tell me if it was just a thought or, you know, you already have, Brendan. So, yeah. You clarify yourself. That's good, too, you know what I mean? Because it's like a lot of difference between a belief and a proof, you know what I mean? Like I was saying. Oh, man. But to get back with Charles Manson making an album, wasn't just that, but there's a new book or a new documentary, or both come out, a documentary about a book that gives the sort of like the defense's side of the story, instead of the only side we've heard is like the helter-skelter side, which is the prosecutor's Vincent Bugliosi's side of that story. A lot of people don't know. I bet you guys probably do, but like, I bet 90% of the people that know about the Charles Manson or have heard of him don't realize that he was never convicted, and he was never even present at any of the murders that he's in jail for. Now, whether he's been at other ones or whatever, I'm not talking about them. He's never been brought to court for them. But any of the ones he's in jail for right now, they've never convicted of or proved that he was present. You know what I'm saying? Now, did he ask somebody to do it? I believe he could have. Yeah, the Van Allen belts and the technology that made it impossible to even get close to the moon. Oh, okay, that's interesting. Charles was a singer back of the day, right? Project Paperclip. Okay, Matt. Interesting. Thanks, guys. Things like this, like, you know what I mean? Project Paperclip. Never know. Might make a video for me, you know, guys? Especially if it's any cannabis-related stuff. Got a hair right on my tongue. It's bugging the fuck out of me, if that's what you wonder what I'm up to. There ain't been no ladies over either. The only pussy I got's on the couch sleeping, unfortunately. Van Allen belts and the technology that era made it impossible to even get close to the moon. Oh, the belts. Yeah, that would make sense. The belts, I know you're saying now, they're like gravitational pull and... Yeah, because like there's a way they gotta like slingshot themselves just to get back into the Earth's gravity. I've heard something about that. They gotta like go around it twice or whatever and like catch it at a certain angle and a speed or whatever to even be able to break back through into our own atmosphere. I don't know. Like I said, I wouldn't be surprised. I believe we've gone now, but I don't believe it wouldn't be shocking if we didn't then, you know. Well, thank you, Matt. I love having you here, buddy. Huge radiation streams. Okay. Being more specific. All right, cool. I try to. That's what it's about. Bringing kind-hearted people to one place of fellowship. Hell yeah, it is. All come over and hang out, you know, chill, whatever. We can smoke one. It's, you know, it's not discouraged, but it's not needed. You know, nothing's hated on. Exactly the kind of atmosphere I'm trying to provide. Just fun, wholesome, have at it. Neutral grounds for everybody, you know what I mean? That's what everybody wants for their channel, I think. But a lot of times, you know, it gets out of hand. All you can do is sort it out like a screen, Matt. You know, we all had haters. They say 7 seconds within the belt. At that time you were dead. I believe it. Huh. But yeah. Have you seen that new thing about if you look at, like, you ever look at the Google channel, like Google, is it? Yeah, Google, on your phone, and the news about, if you look up the new Charles Manson album, it'll have that documentary in there too, and it's about the defense side, basically, of it. Nah, it's interesting. I haven't seen it all. I want to. I just see, like, the trailer of it, and it looked really good. Oh, there she is. Morning, Irene. Glad you made it. Can't go back to the moon yet. We're going to Mars if they were true. Why not bases up on the moon first? Interesting questions, Matt. Interesting questions. Makes sense to me, too. I hear what you mean, buddy. I know, the whole gang's up in here this morning, Irene. Vinny's checking in. Vinny, well, I'm sure he would, but Crimson's checking into. I got everything done, you know, the channel manager thing. So As soon as I get that signed over, I can have whoever's managing my channel that's got a stronger base Wi-Fi or internet system, than me, can start it up, a Google Hangout, send me the link, and then I can run it from there and still be the host of it and everything, because I'm the channel, I'm the president, not just a member. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? So we'll be able to do the Google Hangout streams a lot quicker. I want to get it done before next Sunday, or this Sunday. Hell yeah, this Sunday I want to get it done. I wanted it done yesterday. I got all of it done except this how to assign it over. You got to delete one channel to assign the other, and that scares me. I want to make sure it's done right. I do not want to delete the channel I already got. Another goal for this is I want to get up to 1,000 subscribers to be able to get a super chat, because that's the only way to even stay afloat. Like if I wanted to get a camera or something better to film better quality for you guys, and if you can't afford it yourself, and that was something you guys wanted, or anything. Something we had to do, somebody needed something in our group, we'd have a super chat, we'd get the funds together and help one of us people out, anything, whatever comes up, it would have money for it, That will be great. You're one of the ones I'm probably going to ask to manage it, Irene. Very few people I can trust, you know what I'm saying, because they get the power to go on and delete your videos, Oh, Vinny, you were one of the most comical fucking guys I've ever seen. Right. Yeah, he's a tough old codger too, so it ain't too good. This is about the only time I'm glad you're far away, Vinny. Like, on the opposite end of the fucking earth away, literally. Hell no. I'd actually take the flu if I could meet you now. That was, one of the requirements. I'd do it. I'd love to chill out with you sometime. That'd be friggin' YouTube gold. You kidding me? We'd have a good time. Yeah, right. Well, yeah. Well, I can show you how to start a stream, Irene. That's, you know what I mean? I could walk you through that. Just need somebody with a strong internet platform, you know what I mean, to start it up. And it wouldn't even tie your internet up either, I don't think. Because once you sign, once I grabbed it over here, it's just starting it up on a stronger platform. Like if I was, like from here, I could go over on my computer and start it. But like I can't watch the chat, and I need this to watch the chat. I'd have to get another. It would work, but I don't know how strong it would be. I'd have to get like something else. Like I gotta have something, my PC, my laptop to run it with, obviously. And then I gotta have something else to monitor the chat. And this is what I can't. This is what I use for, to supply my internet connection with. And the flu does suck. But I could buy another, whatever. Actually, I got a couple junk phones over there that would run on Wi-Fi. I didn't even think of that. They're not even junk phones. They're just older. Mainland, yeah. Mainland's cool. Yeah, no man's land. Hell yeah, he is. Tell me that ain't. Yeah. That was meant to be them, wasn't it, Irene? Hey? Our group's meant to be, for sure. I've been saying that for a long time. When I tell people I got the best viewers on YouTube, I can seriously say I got the best viewers on YouTube. Ben's another one, yeah. Me and Ben, I'm assuming you're talking about Cab 7, of course. And yeah, we've been subbed together for a long time. There's another person that gives out a positive vibe and tries to help people as much as he can. and gets hated on. People don't realize what CAB means. Comedian, actor, Ben. You know what I mean? I mean, the freaking guy, he does a freaking comedy thing with a diaper on and played with a fucking strawberry, and that's the only thing somebody's got to tear somebody down with. If you ask me, if that's all they got, he ain't doing too bad. Because, I mean, comedian is the first word of his channel page, description. Hello? Yeah. Oh, okay. Oh, you were on the panel too? Awesome, Irene. I'd like to see that. That's what I'm saying. It's a toss-up, like, with me right now, you know what I mean? Because, like, I can do the Google Hangout stream and bring people up, but then I can't read the chat. See what I'm saying? And I love interacting with the chat. And a lot of my viewers do too, you know what I mean? You get to talk to them. But, like, if I do it this way, of course, then I can't have people on the panel, but I can interact with the chat. So, I don't know. Once I get the channel manager thing going, I'll be able to do both, though, see? Now, best of both worlds. Plus, other people can come on, and, you know what I mean? I'll have no problem with that, too, as long as we know about it. Similar to what, you know, they're doing over there at the HNIC. People got something that's, you know, 420 or whatever they think would fit better on my channel, and they want to upload it to my channel. If they got manager power, go ahead, have at it. I appreciate it, actually. Maybe catch a message from me on Facebook after this. Yeah, okay. I will, buddy. Tell ya, if I don't catch it right off, I'll catch it, you know. I'm not afraid of it. It's just a couple people I'd rather not, you know. Anything I say that would, you know, I've had Facebook used against me. Just smoking weed, you know, has been used against me in family court. And that's specifically the only thing I'm worried about is anything that could affect me and my son. Not that I'd say anything bad, but it don't have to be. Like I said, even if it's legal. Just like with drinking, if I said I drank, they'd say, oh, you've been drinking too much. I swear to God, I don't even drink. But that's legal too, you know what I mean? So, yeah, that's the only reason I stay off from Facebook. It's got me nothing but crazy. I don't stay off it. I just go in and check it once a day. I don't hang out on it. Is it possible to get off SS if you're not good at anything? Well, that's the trick right there, organic freak. You got to find out what you're good at, buddy. Or train to be good at something. Then you can get off SSD. But I relate because, like, predicament I'm in. Do you drive? There's always something you could do driving, you know? But that'd be the trick. You're right. No, it ain't. If you're not good at anything, it's going to be impossible. But you're good at something. Oh, yeah, you just got to know how to put all them stoppers up, Brendan. You're right. Yeah, I can make it totally private, but that's the problem, too. I keep it a lot of public because it's a public, you know. I promote my channel on there, too. But I'm going to check. Of course I do. I know how to keep things on the down low that I don't want to see and still go on there publicly. I don't like a lot of the hate. I don't know. I just get sick of Facebook, but just saying I'm not afraid of it. I check it. I just don't hang out there. Hell yeah, because I'm gonna look for your message. But yeah, that is a good question, Organic Freak. No, if you seriously was not good at anything, it would be impossible to get off SSD. But I'm sure you're good at something. You're an organic freak. I bet you can grow. I don't know what state you're in, but if you was in Maine, you'd have a future right there, or any legal state. You too, buddy. You too. Always good seeing you, Brendan. Brendan had some really good videos on SwearNet too, folks. Plus, he's got a channel. Another friend of mine right here in New England. Awesome, good guy. Plus, we both got trolled from the same other channel that I used to be involved with. But yeah, he's just a viewer. I was a cast member, and they fucking. Yeah. I don't want to get on that, but fuck them drunks. You're good at fucking up? Me too. Me too, Ian. Oh, look at this. I've been on over an hour. Oh, holy cow. I'm glad you came on, though, just when you did. I was just getting ready to sign off. It's getting close to an hour when you popped in, so I'm going to sign out pretty quick here, Irene, but I'm glad you made it to say hi anyway. It's always, I love saying hi to you. Oh, did you? Yeah, I am going to have an annual show. Hopefully the first one, well, it's going to be the first one this Sunday, but hopefully it'll be a Google Hangout one. It can be. I just wouldn't be able to read the chat. So either way, it'll be a Google Hangout one. See, I'm still thinking on the fly here. And Sundays, every Sunday at 10 or 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, by the way. So like it's 11 here. I can assure you I'd rather do it at 10. But I want to make sure that coincides with like Crimson and Granny show. I don't know what time they change that, so or they, you know what I'm saying, or any of you all's channels, of course. So it's gonna be either 10 or 11, though. You're gonna have to go too, okay. But yeah, I wanted to let you know that anyway. That's about the only, channel update I had for you, Irene, And then we'll talk about being a channel manager, of course, too, I'm going to need some mods and stuff, too. That's the only reason I haven't assigned mods is because I haven't been on Google Hangouts with y'all yet and pop, in there at the same time. So there's probably a way to do it without it being live, too. I just don't know. But with a channel manager, I can learn all that stuff, too, I know how to run it and edit and do a lot of other things, but there's a lot of things I'm still learning. No shame to admit it. But alright, well listen, I've got Brendan just sent me a message. I got it, buddy. I see your face right there, bro. Oh, that lucky guy. I like him. Now I can't get rid of it. There he goes. Where are you going? Oh, he fucked it all up. Alright, well listen, I'm going to sign out anyway, you guys. So I'm going to do a roll call, but I can't see the chat now. Oh, Brendan, I could kill you, buddy. Here we go. Whew. Please don't send Messenger when you know I'm live, ever. That's why I don't like it, and that's why I got rid of it before, because even though I got my notification shut off, it'll come in and shut down my stream. There is no message I want that's important enough to shut my show off, you know what I mean? But I was signing out anyway. Kind of funny, actually. But yeah, either way, I was going to do a roll call, but my phone's overheating. That's why it's acting funny. But you guys all have a good one. I appreciate you coming in. Like I said, the annual one's going to be starting this Sunday, 10 or 11 Eastern Standard Time for an hour. And thanks, you guys. Have a good one as always. Fucking smoke more, hay less. We'll see you, everybody.